This video is to help house managers understand the alerts that you're going to receive for your calendar for future meetings. There are two primary kind of meetings that you're going to be notified about. One of that is a bi-weekly call that you'll be having with RPG's facility manager. You'll have this every other week, and it should be when you are physically present at the house at the same time every other week. You should anticipate being available on your computer via Teams to video message with RPG, as well as potentially give us a little tour, send some photos to check on work orders. The purpose of your biweekly house manager call with RPG is to understand the status of open work orders and any new issues you may be experiencing at the house. This should allow us to have open communication and help answer questions for the chapter to ensure it's following policy and procedures. You're going to be notified and receive the appointment invite for your house manager calls. The first calendar invite you see on the screen is this. It's going to be an open Teams link, and it will be a reoccurring appointment where you can see it set on your calendar every other week. It has a reminder that you'll receive 15 minutes of advance of the meeting time. It is your responsibility, if you cannot attend that week's meeting, to notify RPG's facility manager in advance so it can be rescheduled. Having constant communication will allow us to better support your chapter facility, which means a better living experience for your chapter and the membership. If you get a calendar invite, one of the most important things you will need to do is to answer and accept the calendar invite. When you do so, that's when it will automatically pop up on your calendar. You can see here on the calendar, for example, it has shown up because it has been accepted. And when you go 2 weeks down the line, you see how it's reappeared. All you need to do for that week's call is click on the invite or appointment and click on the links provided to join the video messaging. The other appointment you're going to receive notification for is vendors. You'll receive one that looks like this. The bulk message of the email will have some standard items. Things to remember: that members or tenants do not have the authority to assign a vendor to do items, to approve or deny that vendor to do work at the house or access to a space to complete their work, and that you need to report any concerns to the RPG team regarding that appointment, such as if the vendor was there but did not complete the work, or if the work is still unfinished when they have left. Additionally, please make sure you can send those reports to maintenance@rpg-mail.com. Or if the vendor tries to hand you an invoice or inquire where does the billing go to, you need to direct them to send all invoices to RPG directly at accounting@rpg-mail.com. We will list in this calendar invite any directions for you as a house manager to do. So for an example, this one is stating that Corson Fire will be at the house on Friday, January 12th at 3:30 p.m. and that you as the house manager need to be available to meet the vendor. This is essentially to let them into the house and show them the room that they need to do work at, if it is a mechanical room or the likely. You don't have to necessarily babysit them. They are professionals and are aware of what they need to do. So if they do ask you any questions, and if you do not know those answers, please do not try to answer that question and direct them always to RPG. You might not have the full information of that work order or the scenario or the billing or what else might be going on at the house that it could be connected to. So again, please direct the vendor always to RPG for any questions that they may have. We do need you to let us know if you yourself are not available to be present and meet them. We will try then to reschedule at a different date and time, or we will ask for you to identify another officer who could meet the vendor at the house. Again, it is usually just simply letting them in and showing them where to go. It should not be more than 5 minutes worth. When you're meeting a vendor, please be mindful to have your phone on loud in case you are called or texted for their arrival, as we will also share your contact information so they can reach you on site. You will want to make sure that you, again, do respond and accept the calendar invite so that it will stay on your calendar and be reminded. You will be reminded. Let me provide you another example of directions you might see. This is one for Blue Moon Electric that might be coming. Again, this is for Friday, January 12th at 2 p.m. The directions on here are for the house manager that this is for the front porch left light that is out. And Kevin, the property manager, otherwise known as the handyman, will be meeting the vendor, so you don't need to be there. This is an open invite just so that you're aware of what is going on. But you, as the house manager, don't have to necessarily be there because we have it already handled. The other aspect when you get vendor appointments is to make sure you're notifying the other members of the house. RBG, by sending you these calendar invites, is doing our due diligence to notify the chapter of appointments. If a vendor is sent to the house, there's a reason for it. So if your members are questioning why a vendor is there and why were they not notified, the question goes back to you. Did you share the notification with the members of the house? RPG did by sending this invite, and then it's up to you to help notify your members. Reach out to RPG if you have any further questions about meeting invites that you might receive in order to be helpful. We will try to copy president and vice president on calendar invites so they are also aware, but no, they are primarily directed towards the house manager. Thank you.